What if the search for enlightenment is the only thing standing in the way? Think about a sentence almost every spiritual seeker has said. Someday, I will be enlightened. It sounds perfectly reasonable. Most of us never question it. Yet hidden inside that sentence is an assumption so familiar that it rarely gets questioned. There is a me, and that me is incomplete. Everything else grows from that single idea. So let's pause for a moment. Before enlightenment entered your vocabulary, before meditation, before non-duality, before anyone spoke about awakening, what exactly was wrong with you? Take your time. Don't answer from memory. Don't answer with something you've read. Look for yourself. What was missing? The mind is quick to respond. I wasn't peaceful. I was anxious. I had an ego. Those are descriptions. I'm asking about something much simpler. Where is the one that is lacking? From the day we're born, we're taught to improve, learn more, earn more, achieve more, become more. There's nothing wrong with learning a skill or building a career. Practical life requires growth. The habit becomes dangerous when it quietly turns inward. Now the project isn't your career, it's you. I need to become a better person. I need to become more loving. I need to become more spiritual. Finally, I need to become enlightened. The goal changes. The movement stays the same. The assumption is never questioned. I am not enough as I am. Now look carefully. Is that a fact? Or is it a thought you've repeated for so long that it feels like a fact? Close your eyes for a moment. Without thinking about yesterday, without imagining tomorrow, without comparing yourself to anyone else, what is lacking in you right now? What do you actually find? Sensations, sounds, breath, thoughts appearing and disappearing, emotions rising and falling. All of these are happening. But where is the incomplete self? Can you point to it? Can you find it apart from the thoughts that describe it? Can you find the one who is incomplete? Not the thoughts, not the memories, not the story. The one those thoughts are talking about. Don't rush to answer. This isn't a question to solve. It's a question to live with. Each time the mind says, I'm not enough, pause. Who is this I? Each time it says, I need to become better. Look again. Who is speaking? Not to arrive at an answer, but to see whether the one who feels incomplete can actually be found. This is the beginning of self-inquiry. Not replacing one belief with another. Not convincing yourself that you are already complete. Simply looking. Again and again. Over time, something begins to shift. Not through effort. Not through adopting a new philosophy. But through repeatedly noticing that the me demanding completion is always introduced by thought. And each time you look for it directly, the search becomes more subtle than the story. So before asking, how do I become enlightened? There may be a quieter question worth returning to. Who is it that believes it is incomplete? Don't answer too quickly. Keep looking. Once the mind accepts that there is an incomplete me, the next question appears almost automatically. Where is enlightenment? The answer comes just as quickly. Not here. Maybe after another retreat. After another teacher. After 10 more years of meditation. After enough books. After enough silence. After enough spiritual practice. Enlightenment is always waiting, just beyond where you are. Have you noticed that the mind never says, this moment is enough? It always says, keep going. That sounds reasonable. After all, that's how life works. If you want to become a doctor, you need years of study. If you want to learn the piano, you need years of practice. If you want to build a house, it takes time. So the mind quietly borrows the same logic and applies it to enlightenment. If I practice long enough, one day I'll arrive. Let's look at that carefully. Imagine you're searching for your glasses. You search the bedroom, the kitchen, the car. An hour passes. Then someone points to your face. The glasses were there all along. Did the extra hour bring you any closer? No. The search only made sense because of one unquestioned assumption. They must be somewhere else. Now replace the glasses with enlightenment. Every practice, every retreat, every technique, every book, every year, they all begin with the same assumption. It isn't here yet. But have you ever questioned that assumption? Or have you simply built your entire search upon it? This isn't an argument against meditation, or self-inquiry, or spiritual practice. The question is much simpler. What is the practice trying to reach? If enlightenment is absent from this moment, where exactly is it waiting? And how do you know? Can you point to it? Or can you only imagine it? Look closely. Every picture you've ever had of enlightenment appears as a thought, right now. Every hope, every expectation, every image of your future awakened self. All of it appears in this present awareness. The mind says, one day I'll arrive. Yet that one day exists only as a thought appearing now. Perhaps enlightenment has never been hidden behind another year of practice. Perhaps what has been hidden is the assumption that this cannot be it. So the next time the mind whispers, I'm getting closer, pause for a moment. Closer to what? A place? A future? Or simply another thought promising that what you seek is always one step beyond where you already are? If enlightenment is always waiting in the future, one conclusion seems obvious. I need to work harder, meditate longer, read more books, attend more retreats, practice more intensely. The mind treats enlightenment like every other achievement. The more effort I put in, the closer I'll get. That makes perfect sense in ordinary life. If you want to become a surgeon, effort matters. If you want to run a marathon, effort matters. If you want to learn a new language, effort matters. Skills are developed. Knowledge is accumulated. Practice produces results. But is enlightenment that kind of achievement? Imagine standing in front of a mirror with your eyes closed. You spend years trying to see your reflection. You stretch. You move your hands. You change your posture. You even polish the mirror. Nothing works. Then one day, you open your eyes. The reflection was never created. It was revealed. No amount of effort could produce what was already there. Effort was useful for polishing the mirror. It could never manufacture the reflection. Now look at the spiritual search. Ask yourself honestly, who is making all this effort? The mind immediately replies, I am. Look closer. Who is this I? The same one we questioned at the beginning. The one trying to become enlightened. The one measuring progress. The one hoping to arrive. Can you find it? Or do you only find thoughts claiming ownership of the effort? None of this means you should stop meditating or stop inquiring. Practice has value. It quiets the mind. It sharpens attention. It exposes old patterns. But practice cannot manufacture your true nature any more than opening your eyes manufactures the sun. The sun was already shining. Opening your eyes simply ended the belief that it wasn't there. Enlightenment isn't the reward for enough effort. Effort prepares the mind to recognize what effort could never create. And that changes the search completely. You no longer practice to become what you are not. You practice to see, more clearly, what has never been absent. If effort cannot produce what you already are, then what remains? Do nothing? Give up? Stop meditating? No. That would simply be another conclusion, another idea, another identity. The invitation is much simpler. Notice the movement of the mind. From the moment you wake up, it is moving. I need to finish this. I need to improve that. I should meditate. I hope I'm making progress. I wonder how far I have left to go. Watch carefully. Every thought is traveling somewhere. Every thought is reaching for another moment. Now, for just a few seconds, don't follow it. Let the next thought arrive. Watch it. Then let it pass. Don't fight it. Don't complete it. Don't build a story around it. Simply notice that it appeared and disappeared on its own. Another thought comes. I'm not doing this properly. Watch that one too. Don't argue. Don't believe it. Don't push it away. Let it pass like a cloud moving across the sky. Then ask yourself a quiet question. Without following the next thought, what remains? Don't answer. Just notice. There is breathing. There are sounds. There are sensations. There is awareness of all of it. Nothing needs to be added. Nothing needs to be removed. For a brief moment, there is no project, no finish line, no future version of yourself to become. Only this. The mind will return. It always does. It will tell you, that was it. Let's have more of that. Or, I don't think it worked. Watch those thoughts exactly the same way. They are not interruptions. They are more opportunities to look. This isn't something you master. It's something you remember, again and again. Not by trying harder, but by noticing each time the mind begins another journey into becoming. And each time you notice, the spell weakens. Enlightenment doesn't become more available with time. It becomes obvious whenever the habit of becoming falls silent, even if only for a moment. And perhaps there is one final assumption worth looking at. The assumption that enlightenment is something that exists, as something a person can have, a special state. Stay with that for a moment. Who told you enlightenment was a special state? Who convinced you there was someone who could arrive there? Notice what happens the moment the word enlightenment appears. Almost instantly, the mind creates two things, a special state and someone who will reach it. But look carefully. Outside of thought, what is enlightenment? Can you find it? Can you find the one traveling toward it? Or do they both appear together as ideas arising in this moment? Perhaps this is why some teachers have said there is no such thing as enlightenment. The moment enlightenment is imagined as something to attain, the seeker has already appeared. And with the seeker comes the journey, the distance, the becoming. And the moment the seeker is seen for what it is, not destroyed, not defeated, simply seen, what remains has never needed a name. It was here before the search began. It is here now, and it has never once been absent.